platforms to attack Miss Nitra. So though you were checking it, means that he was using your platform to attack Miss Nitra. You're a FOE member. If he do it in Susu, he do it in motherfucking AJ, he do it on Heartbreaker, he do it anywhere else, that is different. But when he can do it in one of her panels, one of her people panels,
which one of them is checking him? Which one of them is
it don't matter about them checking him. If he's able to attack, he's attacking her in the FOE space. Okay, it's not about the checking. I think you miss it. You taking the point that you checking them. That you missing the point. If you checking them,
which one of them? Since you brought up all them other platforms, which one of them people said, "Braid, enough is enough"? Now, come on, now, what we doing here? When is this shit gonna end? Which one of them said that? Which one of them other platforms you just named said that to him and checked him? Which one of them other platforms said, "Hey, enough is enough of this dumbass shit"? How long is this gonna go on? Okay, well, Shell, I'ma stop. All right, da. Which one of them other platforms that you just tried to compare to the conversation that we had today? Which one of them did that?
They his ops. That's it. That's all. They miss Nitra ops. They don't fuck with her either. That's why they let it go on. They be enjoying it. That's the difference. So of course they not gonna check it. Of course they gonna let it go on. They don't fuck with her. They want her down just as bad as he do. But you, on the other hand, are a part of her family. So though you may be checking it, it's still happening in your platform. So that's the only thing I can tell you, and I can't really say it no more.
So let me ask you this: it would have made more sense for me to wait until Braid goes live and goes to his platform and have the same conversation.
It would have made more sense for you to just leave that nigga alone and not fuck with him.
Oh, okay.
Every time somebody address him, all it is fuel to the fire. Because if he don't like what you say,
what's up, bro?
He gon' say some slick shit, and then next thing you know, it's gonna be over and over and over, and it's ongoing, and still fall back in Miss Nitra doorstep.
Well, that let me tell you, that's never happened. That happened because of the comment those types of comments. But I don't think that's ever happened with me trying to come to a resolution with anything. So I don't agree with that one, brother. Right? So me trying to have a conversation.
We having a disingenuous conversation because I didn't made so many points. You didn't acknowledge my point, and still won't just you acknowledging my point, but you missing everything that I'm saying. You've actually admitted to him attacking her in your platform. You just keep saying because I defended her, it didn't happen. No, the attack got off. You had to defend it, which means that he used your platform to drive an attack. If you don't get that part, even the part where you said Miss Nitra had to come up and defend herself, and she had every right, which means again, your platform is where she got attacked at. And that's what she has a problem with, because FOE platforms should not be spaces where she has to go and fight for her life in them. FOE platforms should be spaces where she goes and gets to have a good time and kick it with the members of FOE. That's it. That's all.
I don't know how to handle a rebuttal, is what it is.
It's a rebuttal. It's a rebuttal when you give me a different response. You're agreeing with me, but in this moment, you don't want to say, "Hey, look, I fucked up."
Oh, no,
it's really.
No, I refuse. You're not getting that out of me, buddy. Because listen, we having a pointless conversation. Let me tell you something. If I fucked up, I have to have done something that I regret, and I have done absolutely nothing that I fucking regret.
This is why I said let's stop. Because now you saying something crazy. You don't know. You. The comments are overwhelmingly saying it happened, Shell. It happened, Shell. And now you saying I don't regret it. That sounds even more crazy.
Thing. My intention. Let me tell you in the comments.
I get exactly what both of y'all are saying. I just want to say that I'm gonna drop. But I think Shell's main point is that she was creating a space that was equal instead of being in the spaces where they dominate at.
And a negative motherfucker will want to turn it into something that it's not. I'm not up here to get nobody to think like me. Everybody can think what they want to fucking think. Let's be clear. And I can agree to disagree with any motherfucking body. Right, and Slim, you have hit a bunch of valid points, but if I rebut it with another thought process, that don't fucking mean that what you're saying is invalid.
It's another thought process. It's a different part of the spectrum. It's a different perspective. I'm telling you. But, and it's because it's two different chess pieces on the chess board. Y'all on the same team. Y'all have that same type of goal, well, not goal, I ain't gonna say goal because she got a goal of resolution. You got a goal of ignore this nigga or do whatever. You know, that's how I am. I ain't, man, I ain't no intention. But see, I feel yeah, shit. The best thing you probably can do is they don't even don't even express this, explain it.
Right, because at this point, me expressing
Yeah,
myself means that I gotta
yeah.
admit to some wrongdoing ass bullshit. The only time y'all ever can hear me gonna get up and say I done did some shit wrong is if I acknowledge I had some fucking malicious fucking intentions behind some shit. Now, if it didn't go the way that I motherfucking planned, that's one thing, right? But for me to
That's
get
what
up
we're
here and be
saying.
apologetic
That's
about
exactly
some
what
shit
I'm
that I
saying.
did wrong and take responsibility for doing some wrong ass shit, I ain't doing that.
Nah, I'm not saying you did nothing flaw. That's what I keep
Yeah.
telling you. I'm not saying you did nothing flaw. I'm not saying you
He's
did
saying it
nothing
look
intentionally or
flawed.
malicious. I'm not saying no. I'm saying what he's been trying to do is attack Miss Nitra through FOE platforms. And what he did was attack Miss Nitra. Though you defended him, you defended her. That's what he did. That's it. That's all. And it wasn't your intention for that to happen, but that's what ended up happening. And that's why I was saying the only thing you can say is, yeah, I misread that. Know what I'm saying? I had one intention, which is resolution, and he had another intention, which is to attack and start more bullshit. And that's just it. And it's not me trying to start shit with Michelle. I just been trying to point it out so we can move forward. Sometimes you can point some shit out, but the more I pointed out, know what I'm saying, the more it just looked chaotic. And I realized, know what I'm saying, that shit. She see it like she ain't do shit. It is what it is, and I can't change her mind. Feel me? I don't want to keep on trying to say it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I do, and hey, Slim, I don't have no less respect for you. I understand you standing where you stand, but I'm gonna end with this, and I'm gonna drop. When you make your point can be valid to you, and you that's fine. It can be valid to the 564 people in here. But people don't have to, in order to understand your point and agree with the point and respect your point, I don't have to agree with it.
But listen though, I think both of y'all points are valid and made. If you look at the actual points, you got to first identify the point. Your
Yeah,
point
I don't pay
is
no comments, no attention trying to jump on the side.
listen to me now. Your point is this: you created an atmosphere that was of equal playing field. That was your point. Am I right or wrong, Michelle?
Yeah, absolutely. And,
Okay,
and
so
and the point
Slim's
that well,
point.
hold on, let me say this, Duffy. And the point that everybody is trying to make about Braid King creating chaos with FOE, let me be clear. I'm sitting here cooking dinner. Nitra will be at my house in a couple of hours, right? So the chaos that y'all thought was going on between Nitra and FOE and Braid King coming on my platform to cause a divide between me and Nitra, not happening. I'm in this motherfucker cooking, waiting on Nitra to show up at the front door. So now
You
y'all
know,
run with that shit. Make it
you
make sense, y'all.
you know the point that by your position and your stands next to her, right? And for everybody else, know what I'm saying? For everybody else, this was gonna end up happening. People gonna keep missing the message that Ms. Nitra trying to say. She's saying that he using them platforms that they platforms were trying to take. And
And
by you
that's
being
your
the
point.
person that you was one of the strong ones, and even though you may have slipped, and this is the reason why he shouldn't be able to come up in none of the spaces, you like, nah, fuck that shit. I didn't do anything intentional. I know what I was there to do, and I did what I was there to do, and they gonna be like, well, shit. Next time it happened, they gonna be like, shit, well, Shell did it too. And ain't nobody say nothing to Shell. And she ain't have to apologize for nothing. So shit, why the fuck y'all getting mad at me? And then
Well,
boom,
because I hope that
it
them
goes on.
motherfuckers is.
It goes on and
I,
it goes on and it goes on. Ain't nothing wrong with saying, hey, look, I set out to do one thing, something else happened. Shit, my bad. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. I know in your heart of hearts, you ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing bad. Like you didn't do nothing intentionally bad. You had no malicious intent, but what happened is what happened, and you can't change what ended up happening. And that's just
well, I,
the impact. The impact. Your intent was pure, but the impact was different.
well, we
Damn,
might be
that's
arguing two
deep.
different points because if we arguing the
Yeah,
point,
y'all are though. I promise you,
yeah,
y'all.
because
I
if
was
we're
trying to
arguing
explain that.
yeah, if we're arguing the point that Braid King is setting out to destroy FOE and infiltrate Miss Nitra's relationships,
And he used your platform to do it.
and
That's it. That's
he
Slim's point.
right, and he used my platform to do it. What I'm telling y'all is that it didn't work. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It didn't work. Nitra's on her way to my house. So what did he do successfully today, other than insult Miss Nitra and get checked on it?
Can
So
I say
tell me
this?
That's all
what
he
else
wanted.
did successfully.
That's all he
Go
wanted
ahead.
right there.
Exactly.
That's
No,
all he
And I'm
wanted
gonna say
was to
this.
insult Miss Nitra. He wanted to
I
insult
thought he
Miss
wanted.
Nitra in FOE spaces. That's all he want.
Oh,
He
okay,
want to
so
go in
that's a
to
different.
them
So
space.
we're having two
That's what I've
different
been saying.
conversations. Then we're having two
That's what I've
different
been saying the whole
conversations.
time.
I thought
Yeah,
what he was
yeah.
doing was trying to infiltrate FOE and come in between, because that's what a conversation I walked in on. If I now,
No, that's
tell me
exactly
if
the
I'm wrong.
infiltration though. That's the
Oh,
infiltration in itself. I just want to be
And
able to
can I
go on
say
their
this?
platforms and they he and ha ha with me, and I get to insult her while I'm in their platforms. Whether it change your relationship or not, it's going to eventually, because you know what I'm saying. People gonna start to look at after a while, be like, damn, now you don't see this shit.
Duffy, let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
And I hate to even do this, but I ain't even gonna say no names, but you're gonna know who I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
A few weeks ago, you and your wife was on y'all's live. Y'all was running y'all's platform, right?
Uh-huh.
A motherfucker got let up into y'all's panel, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
When that motherfucker got let up into y'all's panel, y'all entertained the conversation of, hey, why you here? Right?
Uh-huh.
And at some point, that motherfucker got checked and they got, checked
Get up
about
out of there.
their intentions of being there. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Tell me the difference.
Right. Me personally, I understand your viewpoint. I'm not coming against you at all. I'm just saying that two different points are being argued and both points are valid. Your point is that you created an atmosphere conducive for a level playing field. Slim's point is that he was able to have an attack on your platform.
Mhm.
Those points are both argued and both valid. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Right. Well, that's the whole thing that I'm telling Slim. When he's saying that I'm acknowledging his point, right? I can acknowledge that his point is valid. But what Slim is not doing is hearing anything that I'm saying, because he
I've
wants me to.
acknowledged everything that you said. I've acknowledged that
Y'all
you did.
both-
I
y'all
acknowledge that you. I acknowledge that you sought out resolution. I did say that you defended Ms. Nitra. I acknowledge all of these points. I did say
Yeah.
that you didn't have no malicious intention. I also said that, you know what I'm saying, I don't believe there was your intention to allow him to attack her. All I'm saying is, though all of that shit is true, the thing that he came to do was to get off an attack in your space.
Yeah.
Now you
and also sow a
by all of your good intentions, the reason why this is why I said this shit earlier. You had all the good intentions in the world, but the impact was different.
Yeah,
So
and one
you
thing
didn't
about
do
the
it.
seed-
You didn't do that intentionally. You didn't make him. You didn't give him the space to come in there and disrespect Ms. Nitra intentionally. But that's what the fuck he did, and it only happened because you let him in your platform.
Okay.
But one thing about a seed of discord is just that it's a seed, and
Right.
seeds don't grow overnight. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it take a minute for a seed to actually grow and blossom. So we just gotta be mindful of all that stuff. That's why certain things I ain't even entertain.
Hey, block Eric Benet. I don't know who that nigga is. Block Eric Benet. Cause this nigga, I don't like slow people for real. I get why Michelle pushing back, and the reason why she pushing back because she feel like it's an attack on her character. And I said this shit. She feel like what I'm saying, I'm trying to attack her character in so many ways, right? But that's not what's happening. This was one of them. Let me go on here, put you to the side real quick and tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, sis, you can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get where you were going with it, but it ain't work that way.
Right.
So that's the reason why you fighting so hard. That's why I keep on saying, hey, you didn't do, your intentions was pure, but your impact was definitely different.
Okay, well, I respect you, brother. I appreciate it. Might take a minute for it to sink in, so I gotta marinate on it. And it's only because, like I said, my intention. That's what's making it hard for me to accept your point of view, but I can accept it. It is what it is.
Okay.
E-Sweet, you up here?
She gone.
Yeah. So that's what it is, and ain't no beef between me and you. Hell, y'all all done heard me on this platform a million times. Y'all know I can talk and be passionate about any conversation. But anytime I ever have a conversation, I'm always looking for a resolution in any conversation. I say that damn near every time I fucking touch a mute button and say something. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. So if I stand to be checked or corrected, hey, I'm here for it.
That
But
was it. That's all.
at the end of the day, y'all,
It wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing more than that. It
yeah.
was just. I want. It's not an attack on your character. It was just like, hey, look, this what Minister said he was doing, and though you didn't send for that, that's what he did today, and that's all I was saying. And for y'all
But you
that's
know
saying
what you said.
why was I talking about it? I was actually breaking it down, and we was having a conversation, but it wasn't that many people in here. But y'all love me so much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all just came to watch the argument. Some of y'all can't figure out a lot of shit on y'all own. Why the fuck do y'all like trying to tell somebody? Y'all be slow as fuck. Why y'all think y'all can't solve? If you got all the problem solving skills, why you ain't solve your problem? Shit about that.
But that's the thing too, Slim. So I get it. I understand. I respect you, no less. But you know, them comments, they'll do that, right? Just the fact that you was kind of speaking on it, you already know that there's 3 or 4 motherfuckers in the comments. Let me be clear, sharing the live. You understand what I mean? Make a motherfucker come in on 10, like, oh shit, am I being insulted in this motherfucker? What's the deal with that? So I guess we all have a sense of responsibility to, when we do start speaking on certain shit,
Hey,
when we
go
start
ahead,
to
get oxtails up out of here.
when we start to see our comments going a little left, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like I said earlier, I'm not good at reading my fucking comments. So if I'm guilty, I'm guilty. But yeah, I don't like to let nobody run with a fucking false narrative. If I know the shit is false and untrue, I'm gonna check that shit. I'm gonna insert myself, put my opinion in on it because shit, I don't want nobody to be fucking lied on. So it is what it is. And like you said, I understand what you're saying by the insult that he was able to get off today. He was able to get it off in my platform in spite of my intention. I can accept that. I can accept you saying that. And shit, y'all.
That's what I was
Tommy.
saying. It really was just a my bad point. That's it.
Right.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
it wasn't. I wasn't trying to drag it out there for. And I don't think it's gonna cause no issues. I just think that some people don't see it. And by you not saying, yeah, he did that, he was able to do that. My bad. I fucked up a little bit. Know what I'm saying?
D boy, let me address this comment. D boy, you right. I kind of do like getting whoopings, so when I go in there for my man tonight and bend over, I am gonna ask him to spank me just a little bit, if you don't mind, because I don't mind a little whooping from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers don't know what grown folk talk look like. That's it. But go ahead, Slim.
Nah, it ain't. And the only thing is, the part that I realized was maybe that's why I had to keep repeating myself, but I kept trying to get you to see, like, I'm not here to attack your character or nothing. I'm not here to.
I just came up to laugh because she said she gonna bend over and ask her man to spank her one good time.
We all can take a little whooping from time to time, 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with a little spanky spank.
That was funny. I love you for that one. That was funny. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, Slim. I apologize.
Good. But that was it.
All right.
And it do take comfort in a motherfucker to see some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I got a little rough voice and sometimes a rough delivery, so
yeah.
A motherfucker got to realize, okay, is this nigga trying to attack me or this nigga really genuine? And
right.
That's why I kept trying to reassure you, like, I wasn't saying that you did something intentional or malicious. It just what ended up happening. You know what I'm saying? Is what.
Yeah. No, I respect it. I understand. Me and you ain't never had no problem, and these motherfucking TikTok characters ain't gonna create one. So
you showed me something today, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. You're a tough cookie. And boy, if you don't believe it, I actually fuck with people that disagree. It's rapport though. Know what I'm saying? It's rapport though. Cause ooh Lord. Yeah. Again, this the other part that I say. If you would be anybody else, I'd have cussed you out by now because you're getting on my goddamn nerve. But I fuck with you and I respect you enough to be like, let me see how many different ways I can say this shit.
Yeah.
What's up, Cloud?
But hey, and by far I'm not a slow motherfucker. You know what I mean? But sometimes you just do have to have a patience with somebody to break shit down in several different ways, especially if it's a certain point that you're trying to get across. A lot of the disagreements that happen on here is because people don't have an understanding. And you're right. I am very, very passionate when I got my head in a certain place. But one thing that I'm not is disrespectful. Right. So me and you can bump heads 4 hours straight, but you'll never hear disrespect come out of my mouth. So with that being said, I always feel like there's a resolution, even if we end up saying, well, brother, I'm gonna agree to disagree on this one. I can still walk away with respect and feel like I am respected, but
yeah, I was trying to do this shit about 20, 30 minutes ago too. And every time I was like, all right, well, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it would be like, but Slim, so you saying this?
No,
I'm like,
hell no. What you was trying to do was shut me the fuck up and get my ass down. And
that's the agree to disagree, guy. Cause I don't want to keep going. Cause when I can repeat myself too many times, I start getting mad, and then I'd be like, whew. And luckily, I been this gingerbread. You know what I'm saying? I've been over here puffing. You know what I'm saying? And just chilling. Like, all right, look, Slim, it's not her. The only thing I keep telling myself is she feel like she being attacked right now, so her defense is valid. It's just go on ahead and stop. And all right, fuck it.
Right.
But you, when I'm trying to let your ass go, oh, you a Leo?
I am a Leo, absolutely.
I wish I'd have knew that. I would have never started the conversation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then, of course, why would I not come up to speak to it, right? When we know, and you know this app better than me, right? Just because you're getting up speaking on it, after the live was shut down and you did the right thing by pushing your button to give your opinion on it, you already know that the other side is going to feed into false narratives. So me coming up speaking on it, to me, was just the right thing to do. Whether we had to go around down through there until we came to a resolution, to me, it was still the right thing to do. So everybody that was over there clapping and cheering and doing cartwheels a while ago, now they mad. Now they sitting there saying, fuck, what can we do next? So, that's just how this app go.
That's why I be saying the shit that I say. Sometimes I clear it up. Like, I've been wanting to say something, but it wasn't the time to say nothing.
Right.
I just waited until the time came, and shit, today was the opportunity. And then for them motherfuckers that said it, I reignited it. Shit, I'm trying to make sure the point get across, not to just Michelle, but to every one of y'all that's in FOE that think that y'all are exempt from it. Because a lot of times we be feeling like, nah, it ain't gonna happen to me because you thinking about yourself. And then when you think about yourself, a motherfucker be like, yeah, I'm not even aiming at you, so you gonna keep on letting me come back, know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep on getting my shot off because that's what I'm doing, and you don't feel attacked because it's not the attack ain't on you. I'm using you as the distraction to get my shit off, and that's what he was doing.
Yeah. Well, we all kind of we can agree that we knew that his intention wasn't genuine. Like I told you a million times, shit. I just felt like for some reason, if I can step in and get a resolution somewhere in the process, to me, it's all is fair in love and war, right? So to me, if I got to take 3 shots to be able to win the war, then the 3 shots was worth it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just kind of my thought process on it.
The conversation was definitely worth it. I'm glad I didn't give up on it. Once you said, okay, I see. It's just like, nah, everybody else can see. And then if you were to say something, they can't say, oh, well, you didn't see it, know what I'm saying? So how the hell you gonna tell me about it when he was doing it? And it's like, all right, now I saw it for myself, and I thought I was strong enough to stop him from doing all of that bullshit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna do it to some of y'all that ain't even got the fortitude or the force of character to be able to, know what I'm saying, even rebut it or argue him down.
This coconut head ass motherfucker. So now I see I got a new fan. So you want to try to follow me everywhere I go. I don't give a fuck about no numbers, but Coconut, if you want to slim down that big ass head of yours tomorrow at 7:00, I do want my numbers to be up at 7:00 Central Standard Time, because I have a feeling you look like a motherfucking coconut. I have a feeling you shape like a motherfucking oversized fucking coconut. So just in case you are, right, tomorrow at 7:00 Central Standard Time, bring your big belly ass in my live and walk that shit off, right? And stop following me around on TikTok trying to really fuck with me and insult me, because right now you just a silly coconut, right? You ain't talking about shit. I didn't give a fuck if it was 4 people or 14 people in my motherfucking live today, because I don't, like my daughter done told you, I don't give a shit about this shit, right? I came on my button and I pushed my motherfucking button to talk about my daughter that had to do with Rizzy. on behalf of Braid King. That's originally why Braid King was in there and let up in the motherfucking panel. Just to be clear with you, just so you can get your motherfucking shit and facts straight. But next time you come back, Coconut, log out from that page and come back in on your real page, bitch ass nigga.
Can I block him now?
I guess go ahead.
Y'all ain't gotta block him on my behalf, but that motherfucker ain't. He ain't listen. People like that I ain't worried about people like that. Shit. Sometimes people like to get cussed out and checked, and he reminds me of one. He or she or whoever the fuck it is, seem like a nigga that just like to get checked and cussed out. So I'm gonna give them what they're looking for.
And some of y'all, the reason why I blocked Eric Benet, it wasn't because he was disagreeing, but it was you a man, and nigga, I'm speaking logical, and you one of them niggas I don't want around me because you messy and problematic. You gonna keep a bunch of shit stirred up. I don't like niggas like that. Yeah, I don't like niggas like that.
Yeah, that's what a lot of these motherfuckers do. Just want to keep shit stirred up, you know.
And then
There's
just
women in here going just as hard, and I ain't blocked none of them. I don't fuck with oxtails at all. So that was the reason why oxtails gotta go. Oxtails be on bullshit. But yeah, you ain't getting blocked out of here just for disagreeing. You getting blocked out of here for disrespect and trolling and harassing people.
Yeah, man. These people crazy. These people are crazy. But you know the one thing that somebody can't. I don't know. Is there how do you help a motherfucker that's just hateful? That's just full of hate. That's just a hater by nature. Is it help for a motherfucker like that? Cause see, it's unfamiliar to me. I don't know what it even feels like to just be a random ass hater. So I'm trying to see, is it a fucking resolution for these type of motherfuckers?
Yeah, nah, you can't help them.
Shit.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't understand how you can hate on a motherfucker. If I see a motherfucker winning shit, I look at that shit as like inspiration shit. You doing it, I could do it too.
I'm talking about, man.
It ain't no reason in the world for you to wake up hating on the next motherfucker. But when I realize you got a hater spirit, yeah, you gotta get away from me. I don't like no hate motherfucker. That's why even when I don't like people, you still see how I get them they flowers. Shit.
Right.
Man, I don't gotta like you. I give you your motherfucking flowers. I give you the valid. I ain't gonna just let the hate be the reason why I say, yeah, I don't like you, so you a bitch ass nigga, and you ain't good for nothing. Nah, I be like, yeah.
Cree, let me be clear, sugar. I don't run around chasing haters and asking them, hey y'all, here I go, y'all come hate on me. So when you say just don't deal with them, I don't deal with them. I don't go looking for them. I don't go to their pages, their platform. I don't go try to investigate who's behind the troll, right? But a motherfucker just keep following you around and fucking with you. It's okay to address them, right? Because a motherfucker ain't gonna keep busting me upside the head with a coconut and think I ain't gonna pick up a bigger one and throw that motherfucker back. Oh, I know, Cree, but I'm just saying, you know, you said you just don't deal with them, baby. I don't deal with them voluntarily. I promise you I don't.
But that's why I started to ignore. I ignore them trolls a lot more. And just block them. I block them because all they want is a response. So I'm gonna make you work for your response. Go ahead and create another page so you can come back in here and bother me. Or switch pages so I can get that one too.
Yeah, I think if it wasn't for the troll shit, TikTok really would be really, really enjoyable because people would have to stand on what they stand on and you can really deal with people accordingly. But that troll shit, man, that throw a whole nother monkey wrench and shit. That should have had you sitting up looking at everybody sideways like, who the fuck are you really? Are you? Was I talking to you on the phone this morning, bitch?
Real. And then the other part is like shit. I think that's weird. Like I just noticed when you a troll, you just miserable person trying to make me mad every day. I ain't gonna give you that energy no more. I used to do a lot of shit. I ain't giving them a lot of energy because man, it get annoying. And then when I finally cuss you the fuck out, oh now I'm wrong. No. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it.
Hoo-wee. Slim. I done messed up my whole day. I was supposed to have been over there with Phenomenal Ty now. Set up over there with that shit for way too long. Didn't get ready. But that's all right, because when Nisha get here, she gonna go live. We gonna turn up, because y'all know Shell House is always always a party. You know we gonna turn up in this motherfucker. So y'all just be ready for it. When y'all come to Texas, we gonna turn up some more.
My ass I'm finna end up having to get over here and play Roblox.
I'll be down. It's time for your son to call.
Yeah, we really a little bit over his time, and I owe him an ass whooping. On that game, cause he been I went and got me a controller so I could beat him. I'm finna play from the PC instead of the phone. Yeah.
Oh, so you cheating?
Nah, hell nah. He be playing on the PS5.
You cheating on the 8-year-old, basically. I see what type of shit
he be
doing.
playing on the PS5, and like when you trying to play, it's this one game. It's like it's a pew pew game. Feel me? But you gotta be able to aim, turn, run, and all of that shit. When you ain't got that goddamn controller, man, that shit be hard as fuck. He be tearing my ass up. I say, all right, bet. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give me a controller, and I'm gonna show you, boy. Your daddy used to do this. You hear me? You finna find out. He be like, Daddy, you're never gonna be better than me. Hold on, little dude. You're never gonna beat me. You're never gonna be better than me. Hold up, man. I started this shit. Now come on, come on, take these L's real quick.
Absolutely, Nene. Hey, listen, if I offended anybody in here today for any of my actions, I apologize that you were offended, right? Because I never set out to offend anybody in anything that I do. So, if it inadvertently offended somebody, hey, I apologize that you were offended. And I'll just, stand by my intentions on everything that I do. So, Slim, big ups to you. Appreciate you. Hey, Miss Vonda, love you too.
Well, I just know I'm gonna skip. You gotta pay us for like next 3 times if I ever have to say something. I ain't doing this shit with your ass.
No, I enjoy it.
Tough cookie. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy any type of intellectual dialogue where there's a resolution. And then, hell, at some point, like today, shit, it is what it is. If I'm wrong, I know how to bow out gracefully. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, because I move with intention, I'm never gonna back down from a challenge to be able to express, what my intent was and what, now, like you pointed out, my intention was pure, but the ultimate result, it wasn't what it was. So I can back down on that note, right? But yeah, anytime it comes time, when you want to go to debate talk, take me with you, brother. That's all I'm saying.
I did that already. I went over there and won. They don't even use man, every spot on this app, man, the red pill niggas went over there and turned that shit upside down. The debate talk turned that bitch upside down. When this used to be conversations, you know what I'm saying, with message talk, because it used to be a bunch of conversations and topics, I'd go in there and dominate with the topics and shit. I done been on every side of the app. That's really why I be really bored with it, because it's like, then this side, hey, poker, this side then turned into a side where it's like, no matter if you say the motherfucking truth, these motherfuckers love the lies too much.
Yeah.
They love lies too much, so they'll have you wrestling, you trying to defend yourself against the lie, but if you got a million motherfuckers believing the lie, shit, they never want to understand you at all.
Right, yeah.
So it's just, I'm telling you, just like debate talk, if you go in there, you provide facts, they gonna give you an emotional argument, and because it's an emotional argument, all of these motherfuckers that get captivated by the emotional argument gonna sit up and they gonna be like, well, I agree with this person, I agree with this person. They dead ass wrong.
Hell, we seen that happen this morning in Bella's live with the colorist comment, So
yeah.
You seen how that shit flipped and flopped all over the place. But yeah, a lot of it was based on emotion. So yeah, I get it.
They weaponize everything. They weaponize everything with emotions. And that's why I don't even care to argue with you, because shit. If you can't beat my point, then you start to take that same way. This shit would not be if this was still how it used to be, because we used to get into it all the time on them pants. Like Diamond Live, they used to get into it every morning, come back the next morning, and what's up? You know what I'm saying? We talking, we laughing, we playing until we get into the next disagreement. But it never was like, let me start attacking your character. Let me dig up your history. Let me find out where you work. Let me go ahead and dox you and all that shit. Like, you disagree with the motherfucker nowadays, you all kinds of bitch ass niggas, hoe ass niggas, and the motherfucking they want to dox you, and man, this shit is not this shit ain't what it used to be.
Yeah, and you're right. I used to go to Diamonds Live and watch that happen constantly, and I enjoyed that. But with the infiltration of this new group of people is where we've gotten where we're at. So let me just tell y'all this. Y'all control it. The viewers. How many people you got here? 361? Y'all control it.
They only here because we were arguing. When I put
Well,
the
you
button on,
know,
they ain't gonna be here.
that's unfortunate, but y'all control it. Y'all control what's being discussed and what's being talked about and the direction that it's going in. Y'all seen Bella's pose when she put the pose up today, right? Y'all control it. So y'all sit in them comments and say, I'm sick of this, I'm sick of that, I'm sick of this, I'm sick of that. Well, guess what? When them numbers ain't doing nothing, a motherfucker is forced to change the narrative. So it is what it is. Y'all have a good day, Slim. Go get that Roblox game. Don't be cheating on that 8-year-old. That ain't cool.
Man, he's 6. He's 6. He finna be
Oh,
7
is he
though.
sick?
Yeah, he's 6.
Okay,
He finna be
okay.
7. It's 2 of them. I got the little one in the house and the little one in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm finna get on both their ass. Yeah, today it's up. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
King, I don't even know who the camp host is, brother. But all right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
all right.
All right, y'all.
Whew. I was gonna say, I thought little dude was 3 or 4. That was a long time ago. That's how long you been around. That's how long you been around, Kimbo. Whew. That's how long you been around. When I first got on here, he was 4. He finna be 7. Whew. But anyway, how the rest of y'all doing? All y'all missing people down there, how y'all doing? Those of y'all that ain't missing, know what I'm saying? How y'all doing too? Feel me? It's nice seeing y'all. This shit, I'm exhausted. It's been a minute been trying to hide the bushes. I know. Congratulations too. Whew. Yup. It been nice. It been nice. I see why I don't be want to do this shit. I'm tired. When y'all, that's why I be telling y'all literally will laugh, and it's a double congratulations at that. I forgot. But y'all literally be thinking that this shit be easy. It's very easy to sit behind the screen and talk. But all the arguments, and I'm not just talking about her, I'm talking about wrestling with y'all in the comments. That shit get exhausting. And it's fun. It could be fun at times. You know what I'm saying? But Lord, all the different personalities. Whew. You say double for what? Ain't it a marriage and a baby? Ain't it both? It's a ring and a little one. Not like that. she think, oh now. Oh. Who the fuck, which one am I? All right, well, I guess. Just a baby for now? Oh, okay. I thought there was a marriage proposal. Somebody getting married on my timeline at one of my friends. Well, I'm speaking it into existence then. I'm speaking it into